It's the clash of the titans, with President Donald Trump and Governor Kathy Hochul both going back and forth about New York City congestion pricing. President Donald Trump ran on killing the congestion pricing, and Governor Kathy Hochul is determined not to let him have his way. So let's take a look.
Good evening to you. I'm Christine Johnson. Tonight at 6, Governor Hochul is not holding back, and she is vowing to go toe-to-toe with the president after his administration moved to kill congestion pricing. And now this heads to the courts. Congestion pricing just started January 5th. That's 46 days, a little over 6 weeks of drivers paying that extra $9 to enter the congestion zone. We have team coverage here tonight, and let's begin with Allie Bauman, live at Grand Central Terminal. Allie, a very heated Governor Hochul today, making it clear she's not going to back down.
That's right, Christine. Governor Hochul says she's now in fight mode to counter what she calls an attempt by President Trump to make New Yorkers roadkill in his revenge tour.
Think about this. Next time you're stuck in traffic,
Governor Kathy Hochul calling the Trump administration's attempt to reverse congestion pricing an attack on New York's sovereignty. She received a letter from Trump's Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy warning federal officials will contact the state to discuss the orderly cessation of the tolling plan.
I think there's a lot of great ideas around congestion pricing and how we can reduce it, but you can't take American taxpayers who paid for roads and block them out and say you can't access this unless you pay additional money. And that's what she's done.
Trump campaigned on reversing the program, which was approved by the Biden administration last year and began on January 5th. Since then, most drivers have been charged $9 to enter Manhattan below 60th Street.
Traffic was down 9% in January. The streets are safer, half as many crashes, and that means pedestrians are not getting injured and killed.
The MTA has said congestion pricing will help raise $15 billion for repairs to mass transit. But critics argue it hurts working class commuters and may negatively impact the air quality just outside the zone.
That it is bad policy that hurts our economy, hurts small businesses, hurts residents. And I'm glad that he swiftly took action to reverse this flawed program.
As New York State now tries to block the Trump administration's move in court, the governor says those license plate readers will stay on.
I think that given the fact that this program has already been federally approved, has already survived numerous judicial challenges, and is already in place, the legal justification for the president and the Federal Highway Administration just stepping in and revoking all of that prior approval is a very, very difficult and tall mountain to climb.
So let's head on over to Trucking Dive and check out this article about the New York congestion pricing. DOT rescinds approval of New York congestion pricing plan. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy called the plan a slap in the face to working-class Americans and small business owners. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy today rescinded the Federal Highway Administration's approval of New York's congestion pricing program in a letter to New York Governor Kathy Hochul. New York State's congestion pricing plan is a slap in the face to working-class Americans and small business owners, Duffy said in a statement. The FHWA will contact the New York State Department of Transportation to discuss the orderly cessation of toll operations, Duffy said in the letter. The Owner-Operator Independent Drivers Association, which represents thousands of small business truckers who haul shipments in New York, welcomed the move. Truckers often have no choice but to drive through cities during periods of high congestion because of rigid hours of service and shippers and receivers requirements, he said. Truckers often have very little control over their schedules, so this congestion pricing plan is particularly problematic for owner-operators and independent drivers, OOIDA President Todd Spencer said. New York City's congestion pricing plan was anti-trucker to begin with, and we will continue fighting to ensure it doesn't come back. Beyond New York City, we encourage the Trump administration and Congress to fight the expansion of tolling across the country. American Trucking Association's president and CEO, Chris Spear, likewise applauded the end of what he described as a scheme to punish hardworking truckers who make essential deliveries to Manhattan. We commend President Trump and Secretary Duffy for terminating this disastrous tolling scheme. So this may be an uphill battle for the tolls to be reversed. However, it is still affecting truck drivers. For those of you who are in the area, be sure to leave a comment to let us know how it's affecting all of your deliveries, if it's affecting you at all.